Hi friends, this is Miss Angie and I'm here to read another puzzle to you from the book, The Great Sherlock Holmes Puzzle Book by Dr. Gareth Borum. Last time I read to you a puzzle called Mrs. Barker's Case. I'm going to read that one to you, give you the answer, and then I have a new one called a Textile Teaser. Textile is a piece of fabric. Textile Teaser. All right, Mrs. Barker's Case. Holmes and I occasionally receive some rather eccentric clients. One in particular who springs to mind is Mrs. Barker, a tiny, trembling woman who arrived at our door clutching a fat, purring tabby cat to her chest. Afraid that she might topple over at any moment, I hurried her to a seat before asking how we could be of service. "It's Bob and Sarah," she stammered. "I came home to find them lying on the floor, dead, absolutely covered in glass and water." At this, she dissolved into tears, and we were unable to get another word out of her on the matter. After a rather uncomfortable silence, broken only by Mrs. Barker's sobs, Holmes leaned forward and, changing the subject with uncharacteristic tact, gestured to the cat in Mrs. Barker's lap. "What is the name of this fine specimen?" "Mr. Tittles," she replied. Holmes reached down and solemnly shook the cat's paw before turning to me. "Well, Watson, it seems we have our man. What happened to Bob and Sarah?" What happened? Did you figure it out? What happened to Bob and Sarah? Bob and Sarah were goldfish, and Mrs. Tittles had pushed their bowl onto the floor. That's why they were covered in water and glass. Mr. Tittles. Oh, goodness. All right, our next puzzle is called a Textile Teaser, and you'll have a couple days to figure this one out and come back next time for the answer and a new puzzle. Textile Teaser. "I was visiting the old bazaar with Mrs. H the other day," remarked Holmes, and I passed by a clothing stand. I was struck with the inspiration for a riddle. And I do know how you enjoy being perplexed at such trivial things." "Oh, how kind," I replied tersely. "Tell me, Watson, what is it that is bought by the yard, yet worn by the foot?" Bought by the yard and worn by the foot. Take a few days, see if you can figure it out. I'll be back to give you the answer to this one in a new puzzle. Bye, friends.